This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe button. Well, we're going to be talking about OJ the Juiceman, the legend, today, okay? Now, he was on Big Facts podcast, and some of the stuff he said ruffled some feathers because he was speaking his truth on there. Now, this was an unfortunate thing that happened. Him and Gucci, childhood friends. He was like doing music on his own, and Gucci was doing him, and then eventually he got some records that started to go, and Deb wanted to sign him to Mazay Entertainment /Asylum. She was going to have her own label. Gucci was signed directly to a label, not through her. He was going to be the first artist signed through her. I think Lex Luger also got signed through her. Now, I'm not calling Deb anything or anybody anything here. I think this is just an unfortunate situation that should get resolved. Or at least they should all sit down with a mediator and figure this out. Because there's a understanding that needs to happen here that hasn't happened since 2011 when Juiceman left. Think about it. In 2010 and 11, Juiceman had just come off a crazy run from his mixtapes and his first album. There's no reason to stop. Waka had taken off around that time. Waka was one of the last ones to go out of these, out of Gucci, OJ the Juiceman, and Waka. These were the three front runners of that whole squad. Anyways, so Juiceman broke down how his deal happened. He was getting his mixtapes out there. Deb was interested in signing him. Then he got diabetes off his first show and was in the hospital. She came to check on him, but she said, "Hey, we should try to get you signed, get your momentum going out here." And then right when he started to feel better, he got shot up in the hood, and he was back in the hospital. And she didn't really want him out there like that anymore. And he said he looked at her like a mom. He trusted her. So he went right to the office after he was able to get on his feet after the shooting and, signed paperwork, trusting her with the paperwork. He said his paperwork wasn't right. And he said he admitted his faults in this, saying, and we've all made these mistakes, where you enter into a deal trusting somebody when you're younger and the paperwork isn't right. He said they were getting 50% of his shows. He didn't know that. He was just picking up money, not knowing there was another half of the money that was being deposited. He admits his faults in this. He said he was naive. He should have checked his paperwork and everything. I mean, that shows good character. And I trust me, I know Juiceman enough. He's never lied. Not one to lie. Deb really isn't either. It's just that I think that the business was just so messed up on this deal. You can't say that someone was malicious, but it's not right that OJ wasn't receiving money from his album. It was all going to Mazay Entertainment, and she was to cut the checks to him. Kind of like a Cash Money situation almost, where Cash Money's to give checks to Wayne and everybody. And we've seen this happen with Cash Money and Lil Wayne, the lead artist on that label. He had problems. So who's to say there's no problems here? I know Deb says she already responded to this. Now Waka got involved in this, and he shouldn't have. This is his mom. This is between his mom and her, not him. And he's getting, I know this is lame, but you got a grown-ass man crying up there about money. What do you mean? Waka has expressed his problems with his girl, and he's cried about losing his girl, cried about his relationship with Gucci Man. I think he's cried about certain business deals, but now he's pointing the finger at OJ the Juiceman and saying, hey, he's allowed to, if he's asked a question, he's allowed to answer it. And I think Waka immediately took that down, but all the blogs grabbed it already. And Waka's been going crazy this week. He's been commenting on Lil Nas X. What else did he comment on? He was going back and forth with somebody about his daughter, which I understand that a little more than anything. He's been commenting on a lot of things the past couple weeks, trying to get on the blogs and everything.
Juiceman, you know I don't never do this lame what I'm finna do. But bro, you lame if when they were Big Bang Black and somebody nigga stole from you, your ass nigga. You know who stole from you, lame ass nigga. And stop putting my mama, nigga. Yes, I'm gonna say this, lame ass nigga. Grown men on the internet crying about who stole from them. And, man, y'all niggas is lame as some straightening, nigga. Fuck, baby mouth ass niggas. Damn, I've been acting lame, nigga. I'm sick.
This is probably the situation you should have stayed out of, because at that time Waka was a kind of like a road manager in a sense, and he didn't come around to like, let's say 2009, 2010. He took off with a hit song, and then he became a big artist, obviously. But the situation, she was claiming, Deb was claiming that OJ the Juiceman has a publishing deal and he's getting some money there. But then for him to get off the label, he had to sign his rights away to everything. It was a bad situation that I think Deb and OJ the Juiceman really need to sit down and fix that business. Because, OJ's just telling his truth. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? He felt like he was done wrong. There was probably something wrong. OJ doesn't just make stuff up, and Deb probably doesn't realize something that was wrong there. I don't know, She's a smart woman, don't get me wrong. Like, she's super smart, but she had Gucci Man and Waka to worry about at that time, and she admittedly neglected OJ the Juiceman. But yeah, I hope they're able to sit down and mediate that situation, because it's good to move forward. I mean, OJ he never talks about this ever, and he has plenty of reason to be angry about this, but he never talks about this. He was asked about it on Big Facts. He rarely does interviews, and he talked about it there, And what's bringing more attention to this interview is Deb and Waka responding to the interview. Honestly, I didn't know that they did an interview until I saw Waka's response. Anyways, we'll see what goes forward after this. If I were them, I'm sure there's paperwork that exists. And if OJ has that paperwork, I wouldn't want to stir this up anymore, because what if OJ shows paperwork that proves he's telling the truth? Then it's not going to be good, It's better to just settle it, whatever it is. Meet with a mediator, settle it, so it's over, And it's just, when someone asked that question, there was some miscommunications, and we worked it out. That could be the new answer after this year, 10 years later. Another thing went on. I was on the wrong thing. Another thing went on today with. Let me pop this in here. It was Michael Rappaport. He's back. I didn't even know he used to work at Barstool Sports, but apparently he did. Hold on. So here we go. So there was a big back and forth with Kevin Durant and Michael Rappaport. I guess Michael Rappaport was critical of KD, and it turned out that KD started going back at him like, you soft, you this. Dave Portnoy washed you in court because judge tossed Michael Rappaport's defamation suit against Barstool Sports with Dave Portnoy. I'm probably saying his name Portnoy, but he's good. Dave Portnoy, I like his pizza reviews. I think he's funny on the internet. And, Michael Rappaport and him had a problem, and KD, look into the KD problem if you want to laugh. I'm not going to read all those texts because most of them are pretty explicit. But wow. Michael Rappaport isn't having a good day. That's all I could say. Anyways, I'll check you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a great day today. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, and I'll check you guys on the next one. Peace.